Welcome back. Let's work on our weighted average cost of capital, determining K. So the first thing we have to do is identify the sources of capital. And our sources of capital, all three forms, which means we're going to use bonds or debt, and we're going to use preferred stock, and we're going to use common stock. Okay? Now we have to find the weight of each source. Okay? And that's going to be percentage. Then we have to find the cost of each source, and that's going to be percentage. Then we multiply the weight by the cost, and we get the weighted cost. All right? So, let's find our weights. So, we have to find the market value of bonds. And it says that there are 17,000 bonds that will be issued times 1,025, the market price of each bond. So the weight, the market value of each source of capital is the number of units, number of bonds or number of shares of stock, times the market price. Market price for each unit. So 17,000 units or bonds times 1,025 equals 17,425,000. Okay? The market value of preferred stock is 75,000 shares of preferred stock times a market price of 25. Not the original issue price, the market price, people. Okay? And that's 25 million. All right? And then the market value of common stock. So there's 1 million shares outstanding, going to be outstanding. And each share is priced at, whoops, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. 75,000 for the preferred stock, $41.67. My bad. So this, let's get it right. Let's get it right. Okay, so 75,000 shares of preferred stock at a market price of $41.67. Market price is $31.25, $2.50. All right. So the order is a little different on my sheet, but 75,000 shares of preferred stock at a market price of $41.67, $3,125,250. All right. 1 million shares of common stock at $25 per share, and that is 25 million. Okay? All right. So the total market value, we'll call it TMV, total market value, is equal to 17,425 plus 3.125 plus 25 million. And we've got 45,550,250 total market value of their capital. Now let's find the percentage of each. So we're going to divide 14,425,000 into 45,550,250, and we get 38.25%. Then we're going to divide 3,125,250 into 45,550,250, and we get 6.86%. And then we're going to divide 25 million into 45,550,250, and we get 54.9%. Add these up, and they add up to 100%. So we're going to put this up here. The weights, 38.25% and 6.86% and 54.9%. Okay? Now we have to find the cost. So I'm going to erase this. So get a good look. Here we go. We need some room. All right. So let's find the cost of our bonds. Okay? Compute IY. That's our cost. Okay. So, let's see. 1,000 is our future value. And 1,025 is our, let's see, 1,025 plus minus is our present value. And let's look at it more at these bonds. So 10-year bonds that pay 2 times per year. $20 is our N. Okay. And the coupon rate is 9% times the par value is $90 a year, but these bonds pay twice a year, divided by 2, $45 is our payment. Okay, so we have everything we need there. Compute IY, and we get 4.31%. We set this up as a semi-annual problem. We get a semi-annual answer. This is 4.31% for each 6-month period. Times 2 equals 8.62%. 8.62% is our before tax cost of debt. We get to deduct our interest cost, which means the government is going to subsidize or lower the cost of interest for us. By how much? By the amount of our tax rate. Our tax rate is 35%, so the cost of debt is actually going down by 35%. So we're going to multiply this 8.62% by 1 minus our tax rate, and we get an after-tax cost of debt of 5.6%. After-tax annual cost of debt, 5.6%. Now let's find our cost of equity. And we're going to use 2 methods. 1, CAPM, capital asset pricing model, formula, risk-free rate, which is the treasury rate, plus beta times the expected return for the market minus the risk-free rate. You do this first, this second, and this third. So, the risk-free rate is given to us as 4%, 0.04, plus our stock is 50% more volatile than the market. The beta is 1.5, 50% more volatile. The beta of the market is 1, so 50% more volatile is 1.5. The expected return of the market is 12% minus that risk-free rate of 4%. So our cost of equity is 0.08 times 1.5 plus 0.04. So now we're going to do this, and 1.5 times 0.08 is 0.12 plus 0.04 equals 0.16 times 100 equals 16%. Okay? So there's the CAPM, there's the cost of equity using CAPM. Now, the other way is Gordon, the Gordon model. Using Gordon, K, the cost of equity, is equal to D1 over PO plus G. And we are told we have to find G. G is the CAGR, in this case, of the past dividends. So we have to, let's find that. Let's see, let's go back in here, and it says, they paid the following dividends in years past: 26 cents, 28 cents, 32 cents, 37 cents, and 44 cents. So the CAGR is the ending value, 0.44, divided by the beginning value of 0.26, raised to the 1 over n, and n is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 1 is 4, so raised to the 1 over 4, okay, minus 1, and so CAGR here is, let's see, well, let's just do it on our calculators. So let's clear it out. Second future value, second CEC and CEC, and we have 0.44 divided by 0.26 equals YX4, 1 over X equals minus 1 equals 14.06%. 0.1406. So that's our CAGR. All right. So now we have to find D1. So D1 equals DO times 1 plus G, and DO is 0.44. D1 equals, or 1 plus G is 1.1406. And so that is going to be, let's see if we have that. Yeah, 50 cents. 50 cents divided by the current price of $25 plus the growth rate of 0.1406, and we get a cost of equity. And I rounded this up to 0.141 of 16.1%. Okay? So what I did was I rounded the 06 to 1. Rounded it up to 0.141. All right. So we have 16% and 16.1%. Let's average the CAPM and the Gordon, and we get 0.16 plus 0.161 divided by 2, and we get 16.05%. Okay? So we average together 16.05, and so we have 16.05%. CAPM, 16%. Gordon, and again I rounded a little bit. I rounded 0.1406 to 0.141. So this plus your growth rate equals your cost of equity under Gordon. So now we have to find the cost of preferred stock. Fortunately, that's easy. Short, quick, and easy. All right, so the cost of preferred is equal to D over P. And so it tells us that the dividend, annual dividend, is $5, and the market price is $41.67. And so the dividend yield is 12%. Everybody see that? 12%. Okay? So we have our cost of bonds, cost of stock, common stock, cost of preferred stock. All right, so here's our table. Let's multiply this times this. So 38.25% times 5.6% is 2.14%. We're losing our magic marker here. 2.14%. 6.86% times 12% is 0.82%. I happen to bring another marker here. Let's see if we can get this darker. 2.14 and 0.82. And then 54.9% times 16.05% is 8.81%. Let's add them up. And we come up with 11.77%. NPVI equals the WAC, which is equal to 11.77%. Okay, so we're going to put that here, and we're going to take a quick break. Peace out, shalom.